Hi, welcome to my channel, Orion Tarot 1111. This is going to be a full moon in Aquarius reading. It will be general. Full moon is tonight, August the 3rd, and so we're just going to see what energy is out there and what it might have in store for us. I'm going to start with the, gosh, I always forget the I forget what this deck is, but it's the Ascended Masters. So see what Ascended Master energy that we have right now. I've heard something about the full moon in Aquarius. It's the sturgeon moon. I've seen something. I'm not an astrologer. I've seen some things about it being emotional, which is kind of odd because I'm an Aquarius and we are not emotional people. All right, let me get this other card. So, the Divine Director, Intervention and Purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. Hilarion, divine healing. Yes, that is what's going on. Is this like heart chakra opening? I think I've heard about the Lion's Gate. That happens on 8/8, about it being, opening us up, aligning. Honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. And Diana, which I do believe she is one of the moon goddesses. Focused attention. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high. Expect the best possible income. So definitely put your intentions out there during this full moon. Okay, I guess we'll start with the crystal visions. I literally just can't remember anything sometimes. I have done the fire and water signs for the month of August, and I still need to do earth and air. I'm sorry. I did fire and earth, and I still need to do water and air. Tried to get those knocked out on Friday. I was on vacation last week, but I had some technical issues, and I just started realizing that I guess those messages weren't meant to come out. So I had actually recorded all the air and I just deleted them, and I'm going to start over. So I'll get this done this week. All right, so the first two cards, we've got 8 of Swords and 9 of Cups. Get a few of these out. Then we might go to the Lights Here's deck. I brought it just in case. So the 8 of Swords is mental restriction. We got the 9 of Cups, which is opposite of that. But if you notice the full moon, putting the intentions into the full moon. That's your wishes coming true. 2 of Pentacles, weighing something out. It's putting your intentions. It's putting your intentions into what intention, weighing out what intention you plan on putting out there to the full moon. The Eight of Swords It is just, it's mental, it's restriction. I don't know why it would be restricted. I think you're restricted because you're not sure. You've got a couple of options, trying to figure out what you want to put out there, what your intention is, what's going to be for your greater good. Page of Wands. This is action, creativity. Five of Wands. Competition. It feels like ego, like fighting your own ego. Two of Wands. Needing to make a decision again. Not yet. A teenager wants to come out and make something to eat, always at the wrong time. The Two of Wands. This Page of Wands, that's action. It's the beginnings of something. Beginnings of creation, the action. The Five of Wands, I mean, it could be conflict, but it feels like inner conflict. Like, you know, they got the lions here fighting each other. Sometimes it feels like it can be fighting for the alpha position, but it really feels like the ego needing to tame the ego. We have to tame the ego. The ego is not us. The Two of Wands feels like after you've gotten out of your head, out of your ego, then the choice becomes clear. You're no longer weighing it out. The choice becomes clear. Three of Cups. Again, get the full moon back there. This could be reunions. It also can just be a celebration. King of Wands, Leo, Sag, Aries. But again, it's just about, like, you know, from the Page of Wands to the King of Wands, you know, now I've made the decision. Now I'm going to take the action. Now I know what intention I'm going to put out there. He's very sure of himself. He's tamed his ego. There, you know, there are reunions happening. We've got, you know, that twin flame, soulmates coming into, why is that upside down? Coming into union right now. Because we're ascending and the vibrations on Earth are rising, and we're moving into the 5D, or we've moved into the 5D, and so, but in order to have these reunions, and it could be someone from your past or just a past life, in order to have this, we have to obtain the ego. You're not gonna attracting your counterpart or come into union with your counterpart if you're still in this mental restriction and still fighting your ego. You are going to have to have tamed your ego in order to have these reunions. All right, that's too much. What are the messages that we need? Spirit, for the full moon in Aquarius. Okay, so what came out is the Four of Cups and the Lovers. This is the counterpart. This is the twin flame, the soulmate. The Four of Cups is not being satisfied. If you're sitting in that Eight of Swords energy or that Five of Wands energy of not being satisfied with what's in your life. You're not going to get to the Lovers. She's got a cup here that's being offered by the divine. It's got the rainbow, but she can't see it because she's just off here daydreaming. Not happy with, that's the thing, you know, you have to be happy with yourself. You have to be in love with yourself in order to attract in that true counterpart, to have, you know, a fulfilling relationship. You gotta, it has to come within. You're not going to find, it has to be internal. You're not going to find it external. You're not going to find someone that's going to all of a sudden fulfill you. You got to be fulfilled within yourself. That feels like the energy that's here is finding that inner fulfillment. All right. Queen of Cups and the Moon. Full moon. Queen of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be any sign. That's someone that's just balanced the emotions. The moon is, it is intuition and things that are hidden, but it also is about emotions. She's submersed into that water. Water is emotions. Yeah, and didn't I just say that people are saying that this Aquarius full moon is going to be emotional? And I'm like, well, how the heck is that? Because Aquariuses are notorious for being detached, but Aquariuses are the water bearer. We hold the emotions, we transmute them, and then pour them back. You know, you see her pouring it back in. You've transmuted the emotions, and you're giving it back to Earth. So we are detached from it, but our job is to transmute it. Got the Hermit, which could be Virgo, and the Knight of Pentacles. The Hermit is dark night of the soul, going within, being alone. Doing the shadow work. That takes time. The Knight of Pentacles is, you know, is a very steady and stable energy. He moves slowly, but he's stable and he's steady and he stays on course. Got to do the work and stay on course with the work in order to come into all of our abundance, not just love, but all of our abundance, being aligned. Alignment is a big thing. Let's see if we can get a couple more cards out of this deck, and then we'll move on to. Okay. Well, we have the Three of Cups again. Reunions. The Empress. Birth of a whole new cycle, or abundance, fertility. Here you go, Ace of Cups. Notice there's a full moon up there with the Empress as well. Ace of Cups. Here she is. I find this interesting. Remember how I said that the Aquarius, we hold the emotions? That's what she's doing. She's holding the emotions. She's holding it. it's opening up the heart chakra, but it's transmuting those emotions. You have to have control of over your emotions, you know, for ascension, to be in alignment. We have to have control over our emotions. You can't just let them, you know, run wild. You have to have control over them. That comes with doing the inner work, doing the shadow work, doing the inner child work. That's how you get control over the emotions. You don't let them control you, you control them. King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. There's that detachment. Let's see what else we got. Nine of Swords, anxiety. It's not quite to the 10. She's at the end, but she hasn't quite got to the 10 to allow it to end. King of Cups. Now you've got, you know, King and Queen. You're suited up. Again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And the King of Wands. You got 3 kings here. King of Wands. Three kings in a row. Just missing the King of Pentacles. The King of Swords is, you know, he's the truth. Yes, he is detached. This feels like the same person. This doesn't feel like 3 separate people. It feels like the same person that has gotten control of their emotions, passionate, action-oriented. They're able to take the action. And the King of Swords, of being, I just heard brutally honest. That's the King of Swords, brutally honest. It does nobody good to dance around the truth, not tell the truth, not voice how you feel about somebody or a situation, not using your voice. That's also communication. The swords are communication, not saying how you actually feel and just settling. This is not the time for us to be settling. All right, I'm gonna do some romance angels. This full moon is going to be emotional, but it's going to be emotional in the sense of balancing these emotions, transmuting these emotions, pouring them back into the earth, taking them in, filling them, and then pouring them back into, giving it back to the earth. This is the work that we're doing. So we've got retreat. Time to disconnect from the world. Oh, you mean like in the Hermit card, when it's time to go within and do that inner work, the inner child, the shadow work, the light work. Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship, and I just talked about settling, and that's exactly what I feel with this deception. Someone is being deceptive, as in deceiving themselves as to what they want and not voicing it and not saying, nah, this isn't what I want, I'm just settling. If you find yourself saying the word settling, am I settling? You probably are settling. And you don't need to settle. We each have, you know, that person, our counterpart. But you have to be a vibrational match in order to come into union with them. These are the Mermaid Oracle. Of course, it's on the floor and face down. I guess I didn't get enough extras. I didn't when I was on vacation. So I guess Spirit wants me to get up and down and do this exercise. Visions. Psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing, and out-of-body travel. Got a full moon back there. Moon can bring in dreams as well, illusions. Yeah, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to what the moon is telling you. Let's see if we can get another one not on the floor. Beauty, grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. This is integrity of form and spirit. This is that being honest with yourself first and foremost, and then being honest in any other relationships you have. Being your true, authentic self. That makes you beautiful. That's where the beauty comes from. It's not the outer, it's the inner beauty from doing the work, from knowing my worth. My worth makes me attractive. That's what that is. Okay, I think I want to wrap this up, but I feel like Spirit telling me, no, get a couple more cards. I got Death on the bottom, which is Scorpio energy. So we'll grab a couple more of these cards real quick. Page of Swords. Two of Cups. Page of Swords is doing Emperor on the bottom. Page of Swords is doing more research, spying. I feel like she's contemplating the truth. Again, full moon. Full moon on the Two of Cups. This is twin flame. This is the soulmate, the counterpart. That's what that is. She's doing the research. She's studying the truth. She's trying to figure out, is that what this is? We've got the Queen of Wands. She takes the action. She's also very passionate. Oh, there we go. Eight of Cups. Some of you are in something that you're settling for. Plain and simple, you're settling. And once you sit back, go within, you'll realize that this isn't it, or isn't it at this time. Because you got the Eight of Cups. You got the Queen of Wands, which is action, taking action. And the action is walking away. People, places, and things that are not for you. We are not in a time where we can be settling. We're ascending here. The new earth is here. We're taking down old systems and, replacing them. We can't be settling. Can't be in that energy. That's restriction. That's devil energy. Saying, "Oh, I'm not worth it. This is all I'm able to get. I'm just going to have to make do with what's being brought in." That could very well be a test as to, no, have you done the work? Do you know your worth? Five of Cups. Sitting there in this energy of sad about things that didn't work out, or it feels more like forcing something. These cups have already spilled. They're not for you. You've got 2 cups behind you, which, Knight of Cups, this is a romantic offer. This feels like the actual counterpart, the Fool. But you're going to have to see the truth in the situation, walk away from what's not for you, stop being in this 5 of Cups, stop trying to force something, or that 4 of Cups, you know, staying stuck. That's what it's doing. It's keeping you stuck. You're going to have to take the leap. And once you take the leap, the actual counterpart comes in again with this full moon. Set those intentions out there. It feels like the intentions are, got 3 of Wands, waiting for the ships to come in, but also, oh, and look, Strength, Leo, Temperance, which is patience, and the 8 of Wands, which is a shift, quick moving energy. Once you get balanced, balancing those emotions. And this 3 of Wands, she's waiting on the ships to come in, or she's waiting for the sum to come up, but she's got it in her hand. It's coming up. She's got it in her hand. It feels like there's a little dragon down there. I keep hearing the truth is being revealed. She's seeing it. She's no longer in this 4 of Cups or this 4 of Pentacles stuck. She's in the 10 of Pentacles, which is long term. It's everything. The castle on the hill, the dog, the money. All right, guys, this is going to be your full moon reading in Aquarius, which is tonight. Light a candle. Put your intentions out there. Let the moon know what you want. I did that on the last full moon, which happened to also be that lunar eclipse on July 4th, because I was having questions about my own husband. Like, I was at this weird spot of, you know, is he my counterpart? Is he not? And realizing that I hadn't quite done all of the work. And once I just put my intentions out there, and my intentions were not for a person, it was just, you know, show me love. Luna, show me love. And I went to bed and woke up the next morning, and then there it was. I could see it. You know, my husband loves me very much. He always has. He treats me very well. And no, I did not settle. I didn't compromise anything. I just had to be open. I'm an Aquarius. I just had to be open to receive it and open to give back. He's a Virgo. His needs are very different than my needs. And I had to be able to see that in order to be in that giving and receiving in balance. All right, guys. Again, I'm going to get the rest of these monthly readings out, and then I'm going to try to come back at the end of the week, maybe Friday, and just do fill out maybe for next week. And I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent with that, trying to do weekly readings for sure. I'm also going to start accepting personal readings. It's in the description box. You can email me and we'll schedule that. And I do have an 8 to 5 job, so it would have to be, you know, in the evening or on the weekends or something, or on my lunch hour. But I will do a 30-minute recorded reading, and at this time it will be $50. All right, have a good one.